2025 has given us and shown us the good, the bad, and the ugly. In today's episode, I will be sharing with you one lesson I have learnt from 2025. I will be reflecting on 2025, and a few other people will be reflecting on 2025, sharing one lesson they have also learnt. And finally, you will be reflecting on 2025 and sharing one lesson, or at least one lesson you've learnt from 2025. I will be starting the reflection, and afterwards you hear from other people. And finally, after hearing from them, we would wait for you to drop a comment with one lesson you've learned from 2025. Go ahead, pour your heart out and reflect on 2025. Let's go. One lesson I've learned from 2025 is to show myself grace. I realized that it is very easy for me to show grace to others. Yes, they might do things that I do not like repeatedly, and I've pointed it out, but I still give them many chances. But for myself, I don't really give that much chances. I criticize myself, and I don't give myself that grace. So I learned in 2025 that I am also somebody I cherish and love, and I should show myself grace. I should be patient with myself. I should give myself benefit of doubt. I should give myself as much chances as possible. That I am also in the learning process, and so I should be patient with myself as I go through the learning process.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Adam, and to be honest, one thing I would like to reflect on is that this season have taught me something about growth, and it is that growth is less about having everything figured out at once, and it is kind of more about showing up consistently, even when things doesn't feel like going our way. And I think I have had moments of doubt, distractions, and pressure, but I'm learning how to slow down, focus, and be honest with myself. Because actually, this season is teaching me discipline, patience, and let's say the value of quiet work. And I'm choosing progress over perfection. Like, I don't have to be perfect before starting. So I've trusted the fact that starting small and consistently will compound over time.
Hi, my name is Blossom. I'm a women's rights activist and a research enthusiast. My take for the year 2025 was is to not let fear consume you. At this time, as early young adults, a lot of decisions will scare us because we're not used to this exposure. But one thing I've learned is to really take those risky big steps because most times these are the situations or circumstances that will shape you and bolden you up, I guess. Yeah. So close your eyes, do those things that you've been thinking of and dreaming of, but you're just too scared to do.
One thing that I learned this year was that it takes a lot of hard work to actually achieve things. I used to underestimate the amount of hard work that it takes to get things done. I would think, I'm a smart girl. Things usually go well for me. I can achieve anything I want. But when it's all said and done, you have to do the work. You have to do the hard work, and it's extremely difficult. But if you cannot do it, you cannot get it. And doing it is what's going to separate you from the rest of the world, not over planning or anything. Hard work is what you need.
The Bible says in Proverbs 14, verse 12, and also in Proverbs 16:25, it says, "There's a way that seems right unto a man, but its end is the way of death." Highlighted in two different places and the same exact words. Over time, I realized that I'd been working based on my dictates. I've been working, thinking about myself and how best I can live my life. And I neglected the way of the Lord. I neglected Jesus. I neglected my maker, my creator. And honestly, I never knew that I was headed for death. But then thank God for his mercy. Thank God for his love that has brought me back. I learned always never, never to lose sight of his love, never to lose sight of him, my creator. Thank you very much.
It's been an amazing year. Like many of us, I learned a lot of new things and gained deeper understanding in others. But here's one lesson that stood out for me: lessons about appearance. Yes, I came to understand that appearance is an investment, not just a luxury. While investing in personal development through books, courses, and skills helps us grow internally, your dressing shapes how others perceive your personality. The saying, "the way you dress is the way you are dressed," isn't just a random saying, it's a principle. Your appearance influences your confidence, the kind of people you connect with, the tables you sit at, and even the events you can attend. Think of your personality as a brand and let your appearance speak for you, even before you say a word. This is Abigail sharing one lesson from 2025 with you in 60 seconds.
I'm a Blam Judge U. I'm a mindset remodeling teacher and strategist. Reflecting on the year 2025, I would say being a resourceful person and building strategic relationship with other resourceful people is one of the ideal ways to not just only climb up the ladder of success, but to also build something that will stand the test of time and that will be beneficiary to the whole world. Come to think of it, everything that we celebrate today, it was not single-handedly done by an individual. It was done by a team. And how did that team come to be? They strategically build their relationship in order for them to be able to build that stuff that is being celebrated. And that's exactly what you should be doing in 2026. You're welcome.
Wow, I really thought 2025 would be my softest year, honestly. The year I will finally be happy, the year everything will align effortlessly. I actually walked into this year with so much hope, and life met me with lessons instead. But then, what will I say? This year actually stripped me in ways I didn't expect. It tested my patience, tested my faith and my heart. There were days I smiled in public, but then deep within my heart, I cried in private. Days I questioned myself. Days I felt tired of being strong, but I had no choice but to continue being who I am. So many plans didn't go as I imagined. So many dreams took longer. Some people left me. Some situations changed me forever. But somehow, I am here still standing and still believing for a better 2026. 2025 didn't just give me everything I asked for, it gave me resilience. It taught me how to show up for myself. It also taught me how to bend without breaking, how to trust God even when I don't understand the process. I'm grateful for the silent growth, for the strength, for the lessons disguised as heartbreak, for the grace that carried me through the moments I thought would break me. This year didn't come to pamper me though, but it came to prepare me, and for that, I am very, very thankful to God that I am alive and strong. Thank you.
Hi guys, 2025 have taught me a lot of lessons, and one of the lessons 2025 have taught me is that staying stagnant is one of the worst things that could ever happen to you. Okay, let's take a pause and look at photographers of then and now. You can't compare. And being in that kind of space and staying stagnant is 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 definitely going to make you lose your value and respect. And to avoid stagnancy, you have to learn every single day. Every single day of your life, learn in whatever skill, trade, or sales you're doing. You learn because learning is continuous. You stop learning, you stay stagnant. Thank you.
My name is Igono Nikojo, and one thing I've learned in 2025 is that forgiveness is easier said than done. It is easy to preach forgiveness, it is easy to preach how we should not hold grudges and all, but it is way harder to practice it. It is harder to actually practice it because sometimes you leave an event or a situation so hurt, you see someone that has hurt you so much, you are deeply wounded, and you say in your mind that you are forgiving this person and you're not going to hold a grudge. But the first thing that comes to your mind the moment you see this person is what this person did to you. It constantly keeps replaying in your mind. It means you're unknowingly holding a grudge. So I learned in 2025 that it actually takes the grace of God to truly forgive, to truly say in your heart that I want to forgive this person no matter how hurt I am, and to actually forgive this person. I just learned in 2025 that you need the grace of God.
Right. So one lesson I've learned as a Nigerian in 2025 is the value of resilience and adaptability. Life has become increasingly unpredictable, from economic pressure and the rising cost of living to policy changes and limited opportunities. Now, these realities have taught me that relying on just one plan or one source of income is often not enough and can be disappointing. Now, over the years, I've noticed that smart people learn to adjust quickly. They pick up new skill, embrace digital work, and start small businesses. These are lessons I've also learned from observing and experiencing life around me. Now, there's a growing understanding that waiting for things to get better on their own can be risky. So, more often, progress comes from taking initiative, staying informed, and making the best out of tough situations. In many ways, being a Nigerian in 2025 has shown me that strength isn't just about enduring hardship, but about adapting, staying hopeful, and continuing to move forward even in the face of uncertainty. Thank you.
Reflecting back on 2025, one thing I learned is to hold dear the people that love you. Bad days will come and go, good days will also come and go. But when you surround yourself with love, every day is worth living for. In this culture of isolate, self love, we still should have room for community. So I learned the importance of community, the importance of people in your life. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. My name is Blessing Ojene Richard. I am a soon to be chartered accountant and I'm also an auditor. So 2025 taught me a lot, and one of which is self-worth, knowing your self-worth, knowing your values, knowing being valuable, and also knowing what values other people hold. Yes. So know your value, communicate it, and discern also when you fall out of value. You can fall out of value due to not being able to meet other people's expectation or a system or an environment expectations and standard. And it's okay. 2025 taught me that it's okay to fall out of value or to be no longer valuable to a person or a system or an environment.
Good day, everyone. My name is Alex Ivan Kibu, a graduate of Federal University of Lafayette. Yeah, I learned quite a lot this year. And the first is the necessity of putting God as a priority in all aspects of my life, because this year taught me a lot. I didn't put much effort in my academics, unlike other year, but God came through for me because I was multitasking throughout the year. But I came out tops. And then friendship, relationship, and its intricacies. I learned that friendship is complex. It's not as simple as it seems. And then you don't inherit friendship unlike other things, or you don't inherit enmity unlike other things. You find out for yourself and you act based on what you've seen and not what you've heard. And then complexity of growth. I learned that growth is not linear, and sometimes there are stops on the road. There are sometimes, in fact, there are stagnation or declines, but you have to learn, unlearn, and relearn every day. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, this is Christopher Oliver, and I'm a medical student and a rapper and the author of Wisdom Capsules. Yeah, so I just had to mention that because reflecting back on 2025 has showed me that when you put your mind in doing something, you can and you will achieve it as long as you set your mind to do it, right? And one lesson I've learned in 2025 is the application of Nike's slogan or motto, just do it. Do it afraid, do it with uncertainty, and do it with the belief that you will learn on the go. 2025 was a great year for me, and I believe that 2026 would even be greater. Cheers.
At this point, I'm expecting that you are thinking deeply and reflecting. You are agreeing with some of the lessons learned. You are beginning to see new insights. Your eyes are opened to, wow, these are the things that people's life people have experienced. These are the lessons that people have driven from their life in 2025. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, because I know that each and every one of us have more than one lessons. There are many lessons that we have learned from this year, from January to the end of the year, December. And so I want to hear from you, just like you've heard from us. I also want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. Share in the comments. You can send us a mail. Whichever way you feel comfortable expressing yourself. If it's on Instagram, you want to go under our post and comment. Everything is in the description for you, and so you just follow through and pour out your own heart too. Don't listen to this episode without sharing at least one lesson you've learned, because beyond you sharing, there might be somebody who will read your comment, and the person is going to grab that lesson, is going to turn that person's life around. So we've come to the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed the remaining few days of 2025. I hope you reflect on your life. I hope you share kindness and be sincerely grateful for how far you've come. And I hope that 2026 be the sweetest and sweetest and sweetest year for you. See you next year. Bye.